Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Library Storytime. So glad you could join me today. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving, and so our stories today will be thankful. This is a very unusual time, but we have much to be thankful for. And so with Thanksgiving, it's a time to give thanks for family, home, friends, for all that we have, our health. And so today, our first book that we're going to read is M is for Mask. It's a coronavirus ABC. I think you will enjoy this. It's got a lot of good information. And the wonderful thing is, it's written by Randy Hacker. Randy lives here in Lawrence. This is a Lawrence author. And I wanted to share this wonderful book with you. I think you can purchase it at the Raven Bookstore. Then we are going to have a story, and we're going to use some magnetic animals for thanks to the animals by Alan Sakabason. And this book is a First Nations people, the Passamaquoddy, and this book will tell us about their history. And it's a wonderful story. I think you'll enjoy it. And then we'll conclude with a wonderful Raffi song, Thanks a Lot. So I'm so glad you joined me today. So let's get right to it. Thank you. M is for mask. A Coronavirus ABC by Randy Hacker. Illustrated by Mary Camille Connolly. M is for mask. A Coronavirus ABC. A. Antibodies. They help us a lot. B is bacterial, which this thing is not. C is a virus called COVID-19. D is for doctors who work at the scene. E is for elbow. It's what you should cough in. F is for face, which you shouldn't touch often. G is for grocers and all stores that sell. H, hand sanitizer that helps keep us well. I, isolation is what you should do. J, when you return from a journey or two. K is for kindness, more welcome than ever. L, a message of love. We're all in this together. M is for mask in all colors and sizes. N is for nurses. They all deserve prizes. O is for outside. It is safer than inside. P is pandemic, which means that it's worldwide. Q is for quarantine, when you've been exposed. R is for research, to track how it grows. S is for 6 feet, the right social distance. T is for T cells that build our resistance. U is for unknown. How long will this last? V is the vaccine we hope we find fast. W, washing your hands is the best way, you betcha. X, to X out the virus before it can get ya. Y is for you. You're a stay-at-home hero. Z, you're helping to make the infection rate 0. M is for mask, a coronavirus ABC by Randy Hacker. Wonderful book and illustrated by Mary Camille Connolly. Beautifully done. Our local author, we are so happy to share. M is for mask. And now we're going to read Thanks to the Animals by Alan Sakabason. Now, Alan Sakabason is a Passamaquoddy First Nation storyteller, and the Passamaquoddy Nation is from the East Coast of America, particularly Maine. And one thing you need to know about the Passamaquoddy is during the spring and summer, they live near the coast so they can hunt and fish. And when winter comes, they can take their house apart and move to the woods where they will be warmer and sheltered during the cold, cold winter. And that's where we begin. Thanks to the Animals. Alan Sakabason. Illustrated by Rebecca Ray. Beautiful illustrations. We're going to use the book and the magnetic board. Winter had arrived. Joe Tum worked for days preparing for the trip north with his family. He took apart their house near the shore and stacked the cedar logs on the big bobsled. Everyone helped. They packed the family sled with his tools and with the meats and fish and vegetables harvested during the summer when the days were long. It was loaded to the very top with precious food, but Joe Tum made sure there was room for his children to ride in the back. Everyone dressed in warm sealskin clothes for the long trip. It was time to go to their winter home in the deep woods. The horses pulled the sled slowly through the new snow. Zusap was not yet walking. He was just a baby, but he was a strong baby, born in the spring. He rode on the sled with the other children. They had fallen asleep. And guess what happened to baby Zusap? As the shadows grew long, the older children slept. But then little Zusap stood up and tumbled off the sled. The sled kept going forward. Everyone was asleep. They did not know baby Zusap had fallen off of the sled. And oh, how baby Zusap cried. His voice filled the sky. The animals of the forest were alerted by his crying. They came to see what was the matter. So here is baby Zusap, and let's just imagine that he has fallen into the snow. The first animals to come along were the beavers. Now they knew they had to keep him warm and dry. So they put their tails together so that they could keep baby Zusap off of the snow and warm and dry. They cradled baby Zusap, but baby Zusap still cried. So the mighty moose came and laid down to help baby Zusap stay warm. And then, guess who came next? The big bear came, and oh my, he could surely keep baby Zusap warm with his warm fur. Even the caribou, the big caribou, here's a caribou. The caribou came because the caribou heard the babies cry, and the wolf came, and the deer came. They all came to keep baby Zusap warm. Then the smaller animals came to help him, to fill in the gaps and help baby Zusap. The raccoon with his warm coat. The raccoon came. The rabbit came. The weasels came. The minks came with their warm fur coats. Even the porcupine came because he wanted to help too. He wanted to help keep baby Zusap warm. And the fox came and laid down to keep baby Zusap warm. Even squeak, 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 the tiny little mouse came. Want to help? I want to help. They gathered around and filled in the cracks between the big animals. And when sunset came, whoo, 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 an owl came and sat on top of the animals. More birds came. Why, there was a goose came, and the little birds came. They all came to make sure baby Zusap was warm. And last to come was the great bald eagle, who spread her wings over the other birds and animals. Zusap stayed warm. There's the great eagle. Now, when Joe Tum arrived at his winter home, he knew something was very wrong. Zusap was missing. Oh no, Joe Tum quickly lit a fire for the family and got them settled, and then he turned back to go look for his son. Joe Tum walked through the woods all night, and just as sunrise, he came to a big mound of snow. Resting on top was the great bald eagle. And the bald eagle said, "I knew you would come back for Zusap," the eagle said. Joe Tum looked down and saw his son sleeping safely in a great pile of warm animals. And here's the book illustration. And here's ours. And baby Zusap was sleeping safely and warm in a great pile of warm animals. Joe Tum was very thankful. He thanked the animals one by one. Then he took Zusap in his strong arms and went back to the family. And oh, how thankful they were. When they arrived that evening, there was feasting and dancing. What a celebration! Baby Zusap was safe. Thanks to the animals. And that's our Native American story, The Passamaquoddy Nation, Thanks to the Animals by Alan Sakabason. Beautiful, beautiful book. And we know that the month of November is Native American Month. We celebrate that. And we celebrate Thanksgiving. And we're going to end our story time with a song by Raffi that you might know. It's called Thanks a Lot. And we're thankful. So let's sing our song. And I'll put up the flannels so you can see them. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the sun in the sky. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the clouds so high. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the whispering wind. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the birds in the spring. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the moonlit night. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the stars so bright. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the wonder in me. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the way I feel. Thanks for the animals. Thanks for the land. Thanks for the people everywhere. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all I've got. Thanks for all I've got. Beautiful. Let's try it one more time. And this time you sing along. I'll point to the shapes. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the sun in the sky. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the clouds so high. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the whispering wind. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the birds in the spring. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the moonlit night. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the stars so bright. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the wonder in me. And thanks for the wonder in you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the way I feel. Thanks for the animals. Thanks for the land. Thanks for the people everywhere. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all I've got. Thanks for all I've got. And I'm very thankful for you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.